Welcome back to episode 7 of Forged in the Basque Blood, Raised in Bilbao. It is the transfer window. It's been a bit busier than I anticipated. There's a lot of bids for players that just weren't getting game time, players that are upset. They're upsetting other players because they were upset. So we've got rid of a few bad eggs and just players that were never going to be good enough. So let's get straight into it because we have made a couple of signings with some more to come. Straight into it then with Mikel Merino. He has signed for £29.5 million from his loan spell with us in the second half of the season. 57 grand per week. I'll take it. Now on to a signing that we already knew about that was coming in was Antoine Griezmann. He signed for £1.7 million and he is on £200,000 per week. But with his experience and his class on the ball, sitting in that 10 role, dictating the play, how could we say no? Now, for the only confirmed out is Julian Agrizagabala. He's left for £23 million to Newcastle after a successful loan spell with Valencia. Hello, welcome back to episode 7. I have got a few offers that I have made for certain players. There's a few younger players in there as well. Sort of 15, 16-year-olds that still haven't signed a contract with their club, so we can get them on a free. But there's a lot of players as well. Kike Baha didn't exactly work for him, unfortunately, due to make a £4 million loss, but happy to get that £5.5 million through the door for a 29-year-old. That didn't really feature. Cesar Azpilicueta, he has agreed 500k up front, 2.7 million overall, 26.5 thousand pound per week. He will be a backup player for us, but also he'll be a backroom member as a coach. So a very integral member there. 36 years of age, a veteran. Will be a veteran at the club. Will mainly be a centre back. I'm not going to trust him to play the fullback really with his lack of physicals, but his leadership, his teamwork, he's going to be a very good asset behind the scenes for Bilbao. And then you have players like Unai Venesador, who just isn't good enough. He had a good potential a few years ago on Football Manager, but he's been on loan for the last few years with Bilbao in real life, and he's just not good enough in the game, so he's due to leave. Alex Padilla is leaving. Again, he just wanted to leave. He didn't play much. He played like 2 games, come on a sub against Sociedad in the first game against them. But yeah, he's not good enough. We have a buyback clause he's only 22, so if he does growing to be a very good goalkeeper, we have a buyback clause of £34 million. And Hugo Rincon, due to leave for £6.75 million. He was on loan last season. Yeah, he's not good enough. And a bit of a surprise one. I wasn't really wanting to sell Laporte. Again, to have someone as Laporte's experience would be good. But £15 million for a 32-year-old that I was planning not playing this season, with Azpilicueta coming in, I felt like it was a good deal. And again, because of how Bilbao work, if we have to sign him again in the future for less money than what we sold him for, I'm not opposed to that. I've seen a lot of the times with when you sell an older player in Football Manager, they only sign a 1 or 2 year contract anyways, so it could be potentially we bring him back on a free in a season or 2. So they're sort of the dealings that we've got at the moment. There's a few players that I'm looking at. I'll bring you those as they come. So keep your eyes peeled for the transfers coming in. I'll announce them as some of the big signings as well on TikTok, and on Instagram sometimes. So please keep an eye on that. But I will take you forward now to a little bit further on in the transfer window, just before the first game of the season, so we can go through who we have made permanent, who we brought in, who's gone out, and we can have a better grasp of what the full-time squad will be this season and where we are as a squad. See you in a bit. Welcome back. Last season we had to have a minimum maximum £1.4 million in wages. As you can see above my mouse, even though we're in the Europa League and not Champions League this year, it's 1.8 million. So those players that I was selling, i.e. Laporte, I didn't need to sell. Brilliant. I suppose I better show you what we've done so far. It's the 1st of August. 16th of August, I think, is the first game of the season. We've got a few loans going out. Navarro's going out. I've accepted both because that's a mandatory fee. That's after 25 games. I know that's higher, but he might not play the 25 games. But no wages at straight away. But no one wants to pay his wages. No one off the books. Same here. We had a £13 million straight up fee from Wrexham put in, but he didn't want to go there, so I've accepted a loan bid from Ipswich. It's £9.25 million if they avoid relegation from the Premier League. It might be a bit difficult, but that's all we can get at the minute. And if I show you the transfer history, so Mikel Moreno, we've seen. Lou Vasquez has joined for £575,000. Just a young 16-year-old holding midfielder. Carlos Davila joins, a striker, looks very, very good. Just looks like a bit of a fox in a box. Already 15 finishing, 15 first touch. Already 15 off the ball. Some good physicals there in terms of pace. Yeah, really excited about Davila, 16 as well. We might see him get some game time. Just a backup goal, or a third choice goalkeeper, Jesus Awano on a free transfer. Not very good, but he's just going to be a third choice goalkeeper at the age of 25. On no wages as well. Mikel Gogoza, French left winger. I'm going to be trying to play sort of revert away from the five at the back this season. 6'1", fairly quick, fairly good on the ball. Just needs to work on sort of the final product. He's only 19. We've got him on loan with an option of £13 million. Then this is the actual backup goalkeeper, Wonmi Magunamagadita. He joins for £3.5 million from Ibar, just as a backup goalkeeper for this season. And again, speaking of backup players, we just got this guy on a free, Martin Mercruans. He's joined on a free transfer, just as a backup left winger. Excuse me, just as a backup left winger, 31 years of age. A bit of experience there. Iker Munoz has come in on loan with an optional fee. If I bring that up for you, he has an optional fee of £13.75 million. Okay, again, just a player for a bit of squad depth for the Europa League. Someone that is fairly good on the ball, fairly good defensively, and we can use as a good squad player this season. Now, because Laporte has left, we needed another centre-back. Unai Nunez has joined. He has 14 tackling, 16 marking, 14 positioning, 29 years of age, so good experience. 6'1", not the tallest, but it will do. One cap for Spain as well. Unai Nunez from Celta Vigo. He was previously at us on loan not too long ago. Didn't actually make an appearance, but he was actually here already before he went to Celta Vigo. So he's fairly familiar with the club. So we've just brought him back to his home, really. Now for the outs, we've seen Julian Agrigazabalaga, £23 million. He's gone for Newcastle too. Americ Laporte joined Lille for £15.75 million. Hugo Rincon to Bologna for £6.75 million. Kike Baja, £5.5 million. Alex Padilla, £4.2 million. Urko Izeta, £3.2 million. Unai Vesador, £2.9 million. Roberto Lopez has joined Genoa on loan with an option, or after 10 games, he will become a permanent player for £10.5 million. And then finally, there's a few more players going out on loan. So you have Alvaro Dajo, that's £5.75 million optional fee to Mallorca. If I just show you that, £5.75 million. And then you have Guerin Barrera, who joined Andorra for £50,000, and Oleg, that player, joined Antwerp on loan as well. Still a few transfers to go, but I think on the whole, we are pretty much done. You see there, he's just joined Genoa for £10.5 million on after 10 games on a loan. But yeah, so we're pretty much there, nearly done in terms of the transfers. Hopefully we can bring you to the next game, or the first game of the season, pretty quick. the first game of the season is going to be Real Valladolid. I believe they've just been promoted. So let's get probably straight into that game now. I'm going to take you there, and we'll get the first game of the season underway and see how we fare. Welcome back. It is the 14th of August, and we are about to play Real Valladolid. Before that, let me just quickly walk you through what we've got at the minute. Sevilla have come in for £11 million for Sanadi, who rejected all the loans, and Wrexham. Navarro's got some loan offers here, no wages, but optional fees of some big money. And then some loan players for some younger kids. Transfer history. We brought in some more, where we left off, some more sort of younger players where they hadn't agreed new contracts yet. We actually paid £10 million for this guy just because I think he has that little bit of X factor up front. 15 passing, 14 first touch, good determination. Physicals need better, need more work, but mentals are fairly decent. And technicals, he's got some good technicals there. So we have paid a hefty chunk of £10 million, but we've got it, we can afford it. And then the one that I'm really excited about is this guy we picked up on a free. Compensation is £650,000. He looks very good, and he's 6'8". So if we need to pump the ball in the box, we've got Alberto, which I am extremely happy about. Players to leave. There's not been any other players that have left as of yet. Obviously, you've seen the players that are I'm looking to ship off. The team that we will be playing with today is Simon in goal, Areza at right back, Vivian and Herando at centre back, Yuri at left back. There is no left backs. There are no left backs that have Basque descent. So we've got... Where is he? We've got Carcedo, who's 16 years of age, on the bench and can sort of play left back. Because the only other left back that we got that can be registered, that is 15, is injured. So he will be on the bench and playing sometimes this season. Obviously, Barringer will be used as a makeshift left back at times as well with his experience. But we start the season off with 36-year-old Yuri. We've got Mikel Moreno sitting as a defensive midfielder. I'm just going to change this to defensive midfielder. So we've got Moreno as a DM. We've got Sanchez as the wide sort of central midfielder. Williams hugging the touchline. I am going to change his because I do want to. Oh, it's the other tactic that had him cutting in. That's fine, but I am going to tell him to stay wider. Stay wider. Okay, stay wider. Dribbling direction. Wide. And dribbling frequency. Dribble more. And then byline. Perfect. That's what we want from Williams. We have Antoine Griezmann in the free role. Perfect player for that number 10 position. Just sort of, I don't want him doing anything. I want him just to get the ball and find the Williams brothers. And then you have Barringer on the left-hand side. Still looking pretty at 31. Put in some amazing performances last year. And he'll be the one that is starting on the left-hand side. Not forgetting that we have Gorgaza on loan from Midtjylland with an option of 13 million. The 19-year-old will be looking for his chance as well. So let's get into the match, and hopefully we can start the season off with a bang. Right, first game of the season as the boys walk out for the first time, and hopefully we can add to the silverware that we've got last season and build to have a much better league campaign as well. Here we are, on the ball. Yuri, Herando, into Moreno, gives it to Williams, back to Moreno. Looks for Nico Williams, finds him on this right-hand side. Gets to the byline, pulls it back for Arezzo. Arezzo for Williams. Sanchez! Oh, it's off the bar, but it's Williams again. Pulls it back. Griezmann! Deflected, and it's cleared now. And they will... Right, he's actually smashed it at his mate's head. Trilly. Javi Sanchez. Juric. Trilly. Oh, Chucky. He used to have quite good potential on Full Manager, I remember him. He used to have like 17 flair or something like that. Griezmann, Sanchez, Berenger, Yuri, Sanchez, Herando, Yuri. Berenger, Trilly goes straight through the back of him. Man, I've seen Berenger get sent off for less. I've seen Berger get sent off for less. Right. That was a very exhilarating half. I think there was like one highlight in that first half, but hopefully this half is much more exciting and we get to see some goals. As we're on the ball here, a minute and a half in. Yuri, Sanchez, Griezmann, Sanchez. Need to see more Griezmann just picking up them spaces. Berenger, Sanchez, Yuri, Berenger. Does he beat his man? Yes, he does. Berenger. Simon with the ball in his hands. He rolls it out to Herando. He gets it out to Sanchez. He gets it out to Berenger. Back to Sanchez. Some nice passing here. Yuri gets it into Antoine Griezmann. What can you do? Who can you pick out? He picks out Berenger. Berenger scores the first goal of the season with Antoine Griezmann getting the assist. Exactly what we want. Griezmann picking up the space, being the little link-up man, little 1-2s. I don't want him dribbling too much on the ball. I don't want him doing too much on the ball. I just want him to get it and give it. Be that man that creates as well as popping up with the odd goal. And that's what he's done there. The perfect free roll man. Lovely ball back into Berenger's path, who slots it away nicely. 1-0 Athletic Bilbao. Valladolid have some possession here. Oh, as Marino wins it back. Sanchez, look back heel there. Sanchez to Berenger. It's now Yuri. Herando. Into Sanchez. Finds Griezmann. Griezmann, lovely ball. Into Inaki Williams! Absolute sensational ball by Griezmann on his debut. Gets 2 assists. What a pass. Exactly what I said I wanted from him. Picks it up. Turns on the half turn. What a pass. And then Williams, beautiful finish. Chucky with the corner. He puts it in. Valladolid is headed away. Alejo, Yuri. Oh, that's beautiful from them. Oh, they've hit the post. Marcus Andre. Torres. Gone long to Alejo. Dislaga. So even... I don't like that. I've already moaned about it though last season, so I'm just going to chill on it. I mean, it wasn't for me. It was against me, so it is what it is. Yeah, goal dislalled. Fine. Still 2-0. The only reason I'm properly looking at these is because I scored a goal that was about... I mean, they headed it from maybe 10 yards in... I headed it 10 yards into their half, and my player was about... I don't know. So offside. Like, it was silly. He was about 15 yards offside. Good little counter-attack from there. It's going to be a corner after a good save from Simon. Yeah, because if you're looking at here where my mouse is, their defence was here. My player headed it here. And I'll show you in a minute. After Griezmann whips this onto Vivian's head. Griezmann. Oh, it's in! Miguel Marino! It wasn't Vivian, but it was Marino. And Griezmann has a hat-trick of assists. What a player! £1.7 million. It's a much better corner. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know how he can claim the assist for that. He's headed it against Moreno's back. It's bounced up. He's then tapped it in. Scored his first goal for the club. I make some subs now. Yeah, so like the defence was here. My player headed it like here, and my player was like down here, and it counted. So I've been checking to make sure that I'm not getting any of those against me. Pure domination against the team that have been promoted. 3 goals in the second half. All assists from Antoine Griezmann. As the clock just ticks away now. There we are. Athletic Bilbao 3, Real Valladolid 0. Fantastic game to start the season off. It was the first game of the season. A nice 3-0 win. Bit of dominance shown. Sets the stamp nice and early for what we want to do. Griezmann showing his class. I know it was against a newly promoted team, but still, you know, for beginning of the season, last season, we probably would have lost that or drew it. So nice to see us actually getting goals, doing something from set pieces. We didn't really have a great set piece taker last season. But yeah, so please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. The next video we will come back. Actually, let me go back to screen. So the next video we will show you. There you go. Obviously, the Europa League fixtures will come out soon, so it might be dependent on them. But we will show you Sociedad and Real Madrid. Okay, so you'll come back for those games. So I'll play Rayo Vallecano, Albacete, Mallorca off camera, and then we'll come back for Sociedad and Madrid on camera, and that will be Monday. Monday? Yeah, I think Monday. Either Monday or Tuesday, this one will come out. I need to have a double check again. But yeah, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Obviously, likes and comments help push the video out, so it reaches a further audience. Just obviously, that's how the YouTube algorithm works. And obviously, subscribing helps me out along the way as well. So yeah, so please don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and leave a like and a comment. As I say in every video, I don't care if it's a positive comment and you're saying well done, or you like the videos, what you like about it, or I really don't care if it's a negative comment on what I need to do better, as long as you're not being a dickhead. Then yeah, then I really don't care. Even if you are being a dickhead, I really don't care. But there's no need for it. So yeah, so just get constructive criticism is what I want, so I can get better and produce better videos going forward. So yeah, so thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for watching the video, I suppose. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Thank you.